What's going on, y'all? This is Lion Among Wolves, and I'm making my famous. I start with sausages, cut that baby up, give a few to Juno right here. He loves them sausages and all that good jazz. Make sure it's cool before you give it to the dog. Just a nice little hint there. Now, what we do after that, we throw in a few eggs, la da da. But I didn't come here just to talk about food, even though I love food. I want to talk to you guys about the first thing you want to do before waking up. Before 8 a.m., you want to do at least 4 things a day. Otherwise, it's game over. All right, number 1 is cold showers. This is cold exposure. This is accepting a. We got a little piece of eggshell in there. Accepting pain. And what cold exposure will do is release epinephrine into your system, or adrenaline. Now, of course, some of this is based on Andrew Huberman, the GOAT, his podcast on dopamine. If you have not checked that out, go check it out. Andrew Huberman, if you were watching this, you are absolutely the GOAT. You're amazing. So I'd be honored if you smash that like button and subscribe. Don't, all that good jazz. But let's get back to cold exposure. So it's gonna be brutal. I just crank it like a soldier button. Now crank it on and then let the cold water hit you. And there are some days where I'm just like, look, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. And I look at myself in the mirror and say, suffering is what we do. And then I go in. Or if you're a big fan of Shorzy, I'm like, you ready, Adam? I'm ready. Good, because you're going. Oh! And I go in. This is, no matter how you do it, just get in that shower. This has surprisingly amazing benefits to your emotions as it trains your body that epinephrine and adrenaline and scary situations are not that scary. What can be seemingly rough is not a big deal. You can do it. And cold showers are a small step forward in the right direction. Epinephrine is the Greek word, by the way. It's composed of a few Greek words. Epi just means on top of. Neph, anytime you hear nephrology or epinephrine, not neptitude, not Neptune, not nepotism. Those are all 3 different Greek words. But epinephrine neph means kidney. So on top of the kidney, there's a small gland that secretes adrenaline. All right, and the only difference between epinephrine and adrenaline technically is the location in which it is secreted or released into the system. Andrew Huberman, you can correct me on that if you want, but so there's some food for thought right there. This is very important. Another benefit of cold showers besides emotional control is that it's great if you have depression or if you have some kind of like stress blocking you up in your mind. Cold showers will get you up, moving, and awake, and it's a great thing to do in the morning.
What is going on, y'all? That was an amazing breakfast. This is bomb. Juno also gave it a 10 out of 10 pup review. Right, Juno? Well, he's going number 2 right now, but he wants you to know that it was number 2 before 8 a.m. Number 1, cold exposure. Number 2, you need to do what I call your positive affirmations at the whiteboard. So when you see the things that you need to do, tell yourself you can do it. It's simple. It's sweet, but you can do it. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to love anyone else. You're going to treat people the way you want to be treated. And it's pretty fascinating. But when you start really loving on yourself a little bit and giving yourself positive affirmations like, I can do this, I will do this. Here we go now. Part 1, we talked about having a cold shower and cold exposure. Part 2, we talked about God loves you. You have to have positive affirmations when you start your day. Mal Ravikant wrote a book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depended on It, and he's absolutely right. You cannot give what you do not have. Everything about God's essence is that God is love. From your first breath to the last, God is love. He loves us when we have good hair days, and I just got out of the cold shower and had my morning coffee. So I have a bad hair day right now. God loves us even on bad hair days. Every thought that God has is on you, believe it or not. If you were to try to count the number of thoughts that God has of you, it'd be more than the grass on the ground. It'd be more than the ears of corn. It would be more than the sand on the seashore. But what do you do about the pain? Negative thoughts are going to come straight from your skin, believe it or not, your physiology, which greatly affects your emotions, and your emotions greatly affect how you think. And believe it or not, there's actually a great trick to reverse this process, or to utilize this process. And that is, if you're feeling closed down, what you want to do is understand that your thoughts are coming from your emotions, and your emotions are coming from your physiology. So if you open up your stance, breathe instead of close down, you'll feel a lot more open when you breathe. Why is that? Why do your thoughts come from your emotions and your emotions come from your physiology? It's because the body keeps the score, which is also the name of a great but sobering book. You're going to have negative thoughts. Life is hard. There's a reason why I'm walking in the graveyard. Because life is short, life is strained, all hearts are broken, everyone lies, and life is tough. Now, this is supposed to be a happy video. This is supposed to be a kind of a motivational vlog of my life and my way of motivating you. But you don't motivate someone by coding over the hard things of life. You motivate people by starting where they are, or at least addressing problems, or being very real. And let's just cut right through the imaginary hope of existentialism. Life is short. Life is short. You're gonna die. We all are gonna die. In fact, before Proverbs is Ecclesiastes. Brevity of brevity, says the preacher. Brevity of brevity, all is soap bubbles. Life is short. Life is strained. And that's where the negatives come in. When you feel those, understand that hate comes from below, never from above. There is real pain in this world. This is for the negative thoughts. I highly recommend something called the SGB shot. It is a common procedure that's over 94 years old. It was found to relieve chronic pain, but World War II and Korean veterans kept saying, my shell shock is gone, my PTSD is gone. Now, I've done my cold shower, looked at practical implications for the week, did my positives. Now it's time for also reminding myself that hate comes from below. When we talked about the negatives, now it's time to hit the gym. I'll see you in a little.
What's going on, guys? So we just finished another workout. I just want to say, point number 4, one thing you got to do before 8 a.m. is hit the gym. To be fair, the time really doesn't matter. I've experimented a lot for myself, and I just found that if I hit the gym before 6 a.m. or 8 a.m., that sets the tone for the rest of my day. I'll start with a cold shower, do positive affirmations and scheduling, try to put away the negatives, and then hit the gym. And if the negatives are still in your mind, you can hit the gym right here and get it all out of your system. The gym is great for your emotional, your social, and your physical gains in your life. So, social, you see a bro hitting the gym with you, you know that's a true bro. You know he's got a gains mindset, he's got a healthy mindset, a growth mindset. It's all about your mind. As a man thinks, so he is. That's Proverbs. This is very true when you hit the gym. It'll help your mindset become a lot more resistant. So cold showers are fantastic for the resistance mindset and embracing the stress. The gym is a great place for using that stress in a very productive way. Now, it's not going to solve all your problems, obviously, but it'll at least help you get you where you want to be. You have to figure out if your stress is it just pressure that you don't know what's on the other side? Is it pressure because you don't feel you're supported enough? Or is it pressure because is it a logical problem from your pressure? Is it a strictly emotional problem? No matter what it is, the gym is there to help you really hone in and focus on each exercise. And when you do that, and you get to a point where you can take a deep breath, you can breathe through each and every rep, you'll find yourself at home within your own body, and you'll find yourself grounded and centered so that whatever's stressing you out you have the focus now and the mentality you need to drive through whatever is pushing you in your life. The final thing that I want to stress is definitely the Beastly app. It's the hottest app out there. I don't care what other haters are going to say. The Beastly app is going to give you a fantastic routine depending on what you set it on. I highly recommend taking the beginner route, then do the intermediate, and then the advanced. I'm doing the intermediate route. I find it works well for me in this season of life. I'll switch over to some of the hot new tracks they have. Today we had, bench press, back squat, RDL, hammer curls, tricep pull down, and then of course knee raises, which are a complete game changer. They're fantastic. But it'll also intelligently track your macros if you're looking to focus on your diet, if you want to burn weight, gain muscle, all that good jazz. It'll help you do that. It'll even has an AI built in so that all you have to do is take a picture of your food and it'll intelligently figure out what you're eating and what you might be deficient in, and et cetera, et cetera. It's also fantastic because it'll keep you on your toes. It'll switch out your workout about every 3 months with a new workout. It'll also make data entry so much easier. That's my least favorite part, but you're able to figure out and punch in how much are you doing on bench press or squat or whatever exercise you're on. And then it even has a built-in timer, so it's fantastic. All that to say, hitting the gym will definitely encourage you socially, emotionally, and physically.
And that is going to conclude the video. So these are the 4 things you want to do before 8 a.m. They're an absolute game changer. And hopefully, if any one of these things motivated or inspired you to do something, leave it in the comments below, bro. So this is my bro Dave. We hit the gym together. Does that resonate with you? Like cold showers, maybe not that one, but positive affirmations. You gotta love yourself like your life depended on it. Hate comes from below, so shut that part of your brain off. Be sure to hit the gym. It's more effective than therapy. It's more effective than hanging out and expressing your feelings and journaling. You need to be seeing yourself at the top peak of your game.
Absolutely. Like about 3.5 years ago, I started working out consistently. I had dealt with a lot of different things in my life, and just sitting still did nothing for me. And coming to the gym, being able to get that energy out, being able to just do something to improve my body, also help my mental status. I don't really love cold showers. I don't typically do those in the morning.
No one loves them.
Positive affirmations are huge. We don't realize that our brains are programmed, and they're programmed by our thoughts, just like a computer and software. So if you tell yourself you're one thing, you are that. And if you tell yourself over and over positive things about yourself in your life, your brain will believe that. Your day will be better.
It's true. So those are some of the points that I've made, but what's something that you can teach us? It can be anything from like goofy as can get, or it can be serious about life. Teach us and it can be literally anything from your life or anything you learn in academics or on the job.
Honestly, man, one of the most simple things that I've learned in my life is the key to happiness is having something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Having something to be able to reach out for, something to work hard for, something to accomplish. And it's not looking back at the past and trying to think of a reason to be happy about them. Although you can be grateful for the things that are happening in your life and be present with those. But at the end of the day, I really think it's having something to look forward to.
Yeah, it makes sense too. Like when your dopamine and your dopaminergic activities peak when you're chasing something, whether it's a date, something close like today or in proximity, or it's something far away in space and time, like maybe it's next month. Your dopamine is climbing and climbing until you get that. That makes sense.
Yep.
Very cool. That being said, stay metal.
Don't stay metal. Don't stay.
All right, well, leave in the comments below. If you can come up with a better catchphrase, I'm sure you can. But if you appreciate that video, man, smash that like button. Do subscribe. I'll see you next week. Stay metal.